to another production of Park TV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are at the St. Louis Park Rec Center bringing you non-conference boys hockey, and what a great matchup it is tonight. The Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders coming in with a 3-2 record against the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights 1-2, and these two Catholic private schools have faced off before. The last time was in the playoffs, I think 2 or 3 years ago, Paul. I'm Robert Christensen, glad you're with us at the Rec Center. In goal tonight for Benilde, Mason McElroy, the junior, 5'11", left-handed catcher, starts off tonight in goal for the Red Knights, and in goal for Cretin, Leo Miller. There's McElroy, number 35. He's got a 2.35 goals against average, 2.33. I'm sorry, I overestimated by just a tad. But there's McElroy. They're 1-2. Coming into tonight, their record comes from wins against, as soon as I find it here, well, they lost to Edina 2-3. They beat Andover 3-0. That's a big win at Andover. Then they lost to Wayzata just the other night. And here we are, Cretin-Derham Hall. We're underway at the Rec Center. Glad you're with us here on Park TV 16 Sports. And that is number 8, Simon Haug, the senior defenseman for the Raiders, as they try to break out of their own zone in their customary purple and gold. And they do clear it all the way down. They're going to wave off icing, chasing it in his own zone. Number 6, that's Mason Stenger, the junior. It comes around to the near boards. The Raiders take it off, but it gets by the defenseman, and Stewart just about snuck it, had a mini breakaway, and now comes rink wide to the far side. Picked up by number 5, Maceo Phillips. Now back, played, and there's Stewart, number 6. Blocked in front, almost an opportunity there for the Raiders, but it gets into the near side, and now in the neutral zone. Just underway here from the Rec Center. Glad you're with us on Park TV 16 Sports. Now the Raiders, as the Red Knights change, have plenty of ice in full motion. That is Colton Jamison, the senior defenseman. The puck comes into the zone and quickly right back out to neutral ice, picked up by Jamison. And now back in their own zone, the Raiders in front of their net. Over to the far side and back into the Red Knight zone, and they kick it right back into the neutral zone. That was number 5, Maceo Phillips. Now back to Stewart. Both teams just sort of feeling each other out here. Just underway, 17 minutes on the board in the first period. There's Stewart, gives himself a little assist with the skate. Nice backhanded pass, quick wrist shot, blocked in front by defense. Ricochet comes right out to neutral ice, and here come the Raiders. In the zone, they wave off icing. Number 25 with it is Schweitzer Lepay for the Raiders. In the corner now, no shots on net by either team as we approach 15 minutes to go in the first period. At the point, still in, quick wrist shot and a save by McElroy. Gives it the rebound right in front. Fanning on it was number 22, Soundweber. And now the Red Knights dump it in the zone, and they'll change on that extended shift. He was over the red line, so they waved off the icing. Now Raiders to the near boards. And Ricochet's in front, played by number 11, Kirschner for the Red Knights. Now back into the Raider zone, chased by number 43. That is Maximus Wentz into the far corner, played by number 11, Cam Kirschner. Now Reed, as they get a little stability there with the first possession. Now kept in on the far boards by number 3, Mason Miner. Still in the zone, Red Knights trying to get control back. Nice backhand off the boards, now behind the net, played by the Raiders. They bring it all the way out to neutral ice. Number 14 with it, Gavin Reed. Nice pass over to number 3, Miner. Miner, rink wide to number 43, Went. Went now chases it, he couldn't control the pass. Quick centering pass, no one was home for the Red Knights, however. Now back out to center ice as we approach 14 minutes remaining in period number 1. 0-0 our score. Only one shot on net by the Raiders. Fisher for the Raiders, brings it into the net. Comes in, nice backhand, quick wrist shot, deflected, rebound right in front. Puck comes to the near side. That was a near miss for the Raiders as we come out. The referee got in the way. Kind of apologized there with his body language, didn't he? And now a whistle and an offsides is the call, and that's our first whistle. And what a frenetic pace here to begin with. And that was the great scoring opportunity by number 20, Max Bennett. Deflected in front as we look at the Red Knights bench. Their head coach, Ken Pauley, delivering instructions. Face off at center ice, won by the Red Knights. Back to number 8, that is Hauge. As he shoots it in around, McElroy slows it down for Phillips. Phillips tries to wheel it around, but stayed by the Raiders as they swing it around. Red Knights trying to break the puck out. Very aggressive forecheck here by the Raiders. Now on the far side, dump pass now to Koski. Well done though, I kind of like the way he lobbed it over there. Took a little time, but Koski now struggling with it. Now gets it over to Stewart. Stewart, look at the speed of Stewart. Brings it across the blue line on the left side. Gets poke checked off his stick by Saros. For the Raiders, now back out to center ice. Beautiful pass, they're gonna dump it. Boy, they had a great opportunity. However, they did not have numbers. 19 Scanlon had the change on that opportunity, but that pass from their own zone was the best pass I saw tonight. Now the Red Knights play it back into their own zone. That's number 5, Maciel Phillips. Over to the far corner, rink-wide pass to Paul Anderson. He's able to handle along the boards, but gets checked off the puck by number 14 for the Raiders. 14 is Ryan Hughes. Now pass as they get it out, and they kept it in. They're on sides, a chance for the Red Knights if they can get in and poke check it away here. On the forecheck, in there, number 16, Junior Podine, doing just that, but the Raiders do finally get control in their own zone and break it out to neutral ice. And the Raiders will change as it goes into the corner. Back to get it first, number 14, Gavin Reed. Reed now loses it in his own zone to number 20, Bennett, for the Raiders. Raiders putting the power play check, or excuse me, the forecheck on as it comes across the boards. I thought that was about to go out of play, and now the Raiders back in their own zone. Number 2, Trey Gnetz. Not sure I'm pronouncing that right, as number 22 brings it in, Sam Weber for the Raiders. Raiders fan on that. They get it back, now back out to neutral ice. And the Raiders are there first, but now number 6, Stenger comes in. And the Raiders showing their team speed as they recover quickly. It looked like Stenger may have had a chance at a breakaway, but able to come away with it. Now back out to neutral ice and out to chase it for the Red Knights is Cole Bumgarner. He's the freshman, 6 foot, 175 as he shoots it right back into the Raiders zone. No icing on that. Now the Raiders try to bring it out. 2 shots on goal all night, both by Cretin-Derham Hall. Red Knights looking for the first shot, and now possibly a breakaway. Look at the speed. Number 18 comes right in, Fisher, and McElroy gets the pad save. Best opportunity of the night for the Raiders, and it goes by the wayside as the junior McElroy comes up with a big save. Now dumping it out, and the Red Knights will change. Raiders catch it quickly. They're trying to catch them on the change. They come right in, center ice. Number 8 is Hauge, and it gets poke checked, and it comes right up to Koski, and he's gonna go down. They gotta call a penalty, and they will. The referee from deep in the corner saw that, and now a power play opportunity coming forth for the Red Knights. That penalty comes with 10:17 remaining, and here it is. It was inadvertent, but it is a penalty all the same. I think it's gonna be a trip, 2 minutes in the box, and that is Santa Mick with the mask and the Santa suit. And there's our corner camera showing just the end of that penalty. Now face-off in the Raiders zone. Stewart, and here's the corner camera. Look at that rush coming right into the breakaway, and the quick cat-like reflexes by McElroy makes that save with the right pad. Beautifully done. 3 shots on goal for the Raiders, 1 for the Red Knights. They're on the power play. Approaching 10 minutes, and the Raiders clear the puck all the way down. McElroy will stop it, and they'll regroup. Look at the power play forecheck there by the Raiders, but they can take advantage as they leave number 11, Owens, who almost got that puck, as they were a little nonchalant going back to get it, and now they're going to clear it right back out. And so far, the Raiders are dominating on the penalty kill. Now McElroy unable to control that puck, but fortunately for him and the Red Knights, the Raiders were not as aggressive as they were on that last sequence. All right, here they come. 1:15 remaining in the man advantage. And boy, the Raiders just took him out right at the blue line. Now they intercept it, come in all alone. Second breakaway, and the backhand goes over the crossbar. McElroy was there. Great recovery by the Red Knights, but they are showing trouble here. Centering pass right in front, another wrist shot deflected in front, and McElroy makes the save. Even after the deflection, McElroy, impressing tonight, has faced 4 shots and turned them all away. Now the Red Knights with 45 seconds. Stewart will circle back around as they change. Now a nice nifty pass ahead to number 8, Ulrich. And he gets skated off the puck. Raiders trying to clear it. Now Ulrich, and right away gets fired down the ice by the Raiders. McElroy has to stop at 23 seconds remaining. Red Knights have only 1 shot on net here as we approach 8.5 minutes remaining, period number 1. 15 seconds, a time for one last rush here. Let's see if they can make it count. Number 14 with it, Reed. Reed behind the net, looking for someone to pass to, comes out to the point and back into neutral ice. They'll have to regroup with 4 seconds remaining. Stewart coming in along the far side, and the Raiders are really good at triangulating a player right before the blue line or just after the blue line to stop the rushes. Now coming in, Phillips. And Phillips, I had the opportunity to go down near the ice before the game, and these guys are big guys. Oh my goodness, the check there by number 11, Chuck Owens, for the Raiders. You can hear it all the way at the top of the rafters here at the rec center. Now here comes the Raiders, number 18, Jake Fisher. Quick pass and a shot by the Raiders goes wide left. Now back into the corner. Raiders pressing now with 7:40 remaining, period number 1. Shot from the point, deflected almost like a ground ball to shortstop, and McElroy takes a deep breath as he smothers that puck. Slow to get up there. He has faced some activity this evening. Clock stopped with 7:35 remaining. Shots on goal, 5-1. In the circle to take the draw is Ryan Baird, the senior. Won by the Raiders. It feels like have won almost all of the faceoffs tonight. That puck sails in off the glass. Red Knights trying to clear the puck, kept in at the point by Charlton. No, yes, I should say, for the Raiders. Now here come the Red Knights on the near side. That's number 6, breaks it out, Stinger. Stinger all the way in, left-handed wrist shot, gets deflected. Rebound behind the net as they tried to center it, unable to get it in there. Now playing it is Wendt, 43, all on the boards, kept in by number 5, Phillips at the point. Shot on net, blocked, rebound, and they blew the whistle as smothering it there, Leo Miller, and that was the best offensive effort of the night for the Red Knights. Right here, tough puck. Rebound was plumb there for Wendt, but Miller was in a good position. Defenseman number 2, Charlton there to help him out, and a face-off now to the right of Miller comes with 6:57 remaining. Face-off, won again by the Raiders, and whoa, nicely done with that backhand off, and they're gonna call icing. No, they waved it off at the last minute. Now coming away with it in their own zone, Gavin Reed skates it all the way in, played by Miller into the near corner. Red Knights trying to get control. Reed does, spins there, nice move there. Now along the boards, Raiders very aggressive on defense. They're very quick. Kept in by the Red Knights and out to neutral ice. And now a chance here for the Raiders, fanning on that pass on the far side for the Raiders. Now back out to neutral ice. Quick action here, quick first period. Very few whistles, only 1 penalty so far. That was a power play for the Red Knights, and they were unable to convert, but our score is still 2-0 here. Raiders, pass intercepted nicely by number 10, Drew Stewart. Stewart brings it in. It was 1 against 4, though. He's got no one helping him as the rest of the line was changing. As we're now under 6 minutes, Stewart comes out of that melee by himself. Look at the talent on display by Drew Stewart, the captain. And now it comes out, down goes the Raiders, no penalty call, nor should there have been. Now the Raiders in the Red Knight zone. Phillips along the near boards, clears it out to Koski. Koski now being harassed by number 4 for Raiders, Charlton. Now Scanlon jumping and grabbing it like a baseball player, putting it right down to his own stick. It's not illegal to do that as long as you put it down and you play it yourself with the stick. If you pass it, it's an illegal pass that draws a whistle. Now the Raiders right in front. Too many Red Knights. Oh my goodness, look at another jump there with a puck above the head. You hardly ever see that in any hockey game, and now we've seen it twice in less than a minute. Now the Raiders into the Red Knight zone. Rink wide to the far side. Phillips tried to get it all the way down, intercepted. Koski was on the receiving end. Raiders quick to come in and take it away, but now with it, number 27, Baird. Quick pass to the far side to Phillips. Phillips off the boards, tried to get it to number 18, Risto. And now it'll come back into the Red Knight zone. Quick pass, and look at how he did that pass. He ricocheted off the boards to try to get it out. What a great creative pass I felt there by the Raiders. As now we're under 4.5 minutes, puck ends back up in front of McElroy, and he smothers it to stop the clock with 4:27 remaining. Our score is 0-0. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports on location from the Rec Center in St. Louis Park. We're live on YouTube. Glad you're with us. Face-off now to McElroy's left. Oh, and it gets by the skip. It's going to be a race, and here comes number 21 after it. That is Ben Norris. Almost gets there first, puts the pressure on. Now the Raiders in their own zone, played by number 21, Jamison. Jamison able to get by, now stolen by number 21, Norris. Norris back in. Oh, it just hopped his sticker. We would have had a mini breakaway for the Red Knights. Centering pass, played by the Red Knights. Quick turn, wrist shot by 21, Norris. That gets deflected in front. Now back out, kept in by Reed nicely. And the Red Knights looking for some room to get a shot off, but the Raiders take it right back. Nifty pass at center ice to number 17, and it goes in! It looked like a shot by number 17, Max Anderson, just to sort of clear the puck, or was that Owens? No, I think it's him, Anderson. Was he trying to score here, or was he just gonna shoot the puck and clear? It does, because he was gonna take off right, and it just escapes McElroy. I'm not sure if it went underneath his pads or what, but that's goal number 1 of the match, and it's gonna go to the Raiders. And here's the corner camera. This will tell the story. Yeah, look at Anderson. He was gonna turn back around. If he wasn't gonna change on the fly, he would have been chasing his own rebound, and I don't think he was trying to score it. He might disagree with me. Nevertheless, it's a goal for the Raiders. They're up 1-0. Now the Red Knights looking to answer back here, which is the best anecdote and just what the doctor is ordering here. Much like tennis, when you break someone in a tennis, you break right back. Let's see if the Red Knights can do that before the end of the period, as we are now approaching 3 minutes to go. That's Anderson's 3rd of the season. Now the Red Knights, who have struggled scoring goals. They haven't scored a ton of goals. It's early in the season here, just mid-December. It's only their 4th game. I think they had a cancellation or 2 due to weather recently. Now Stenger at mid-ice. Tried to bank it off the boards, picked up by the Raiders. Now McElroy gets his stick on that one. 2:30 remaining. In our corner camera, there's Phillips, number 5. Gets by, and it's gonna go all the way down, and that's gonna be a rare icing whistle. Might be our first one tonight as we look at the Raiders bench, and that might be Coach Matt Funk, I believe. Gotta be pleased with his 1-0 lead. His Raiders have a 3-2 record. They've got 2 games under their belt. I think that's significant, especially early in the season, and the Red Knights only have 3. Okay, now, Raiders win that draw, and they've been winning those draws. That needs to change for the Red Knights. Winning those face-offs can be critical. And now an interception, a turnover in their own zone. Those are also costly often if they happen too often. Now the Raiders still can control in the Red Knight zone. Number 19, Colin Scanlon right in front, and that gets steered right by McElroy. And now a whistle from away from the play at center ice. And we're gonna get a call, I believe, against Berg. I didn't see it. It was way away from the play at mid-ice, and it is gonna be Berg. I wanna say it's interference with the physical signal from the referee, but we'll wait for the PA announcer. There is Wes Berg, senior, 5'9", 160. First power play opportunity for the Raiders comes with 1:59 remaining, so they'll be on the power play. for the rest of the period with a 1-goal lead. Now with it, Hauge. Slashing is the call on Berg. It was totally out of my view. It was way at mid-ice. 50 feet from where the puck was being played. So maybe a little frustration on display by the Red Knights. Now, here come the Raiders. Nifty pass to near side, centering off the skate. McElroy steers it in the near far corner, I should say. Now, Raiders moving that puck very crisply. Moving right in and closing the angle. Blocked in front by McElroy. Spinning in a rebound shot by number 17, Anderson. That's also blocked in front. Now stolen right in front. McElroy makes the save. Gave up the rebound, but there was number 6, Stenger, there for the rebound. Now back at the center ice, but quickly recovered by the Raiders. They wait for onside, and they are onside. Fisher spins around in the circle. 1 minute remaining in period number 1. Our score 1-0. Raiders on the power play. Near side to Fisher. Quick moving puck here. In front, back to Fisher. Wrist shot from far, goes off the net, and that draws a whistle. And the referee coming over to talk to the players as there was some pushing and shoving going right on in front there with Phillips manning the zone right in front, helping out McElroy. Nice job there, blocking the puck with his skate. And now the clock is stopped, 47.4 seconds remaining. And look at that angle from our corner camera. This time won by the Red Knights, but controlled by the Raiders. Nice check there by Minor. The Red Knights trying to clear the puck, and they do with 35 seconds remaining. That brings a few claps from the Red Knight home crowd here. 27 seconds remaining. Here come the Raiders. Maybe 1 or 2 rushes left here before the end of the period. Right now, the Red Knights just want to get in without giving up another goal, that's for sure. Now in the corner. 14 seconds remaining. Still in the corner. And out to neutral ice, and that should do it unless the Raiders can recover quickly. 6 seconds remaining. They still have a player advantage. And there's going to be the whistle. They're going to hold the puck. And that concludes period number 1 from the rec center. Our score, 1-0. Come on back for period number 2.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Welcome back to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports. But we're here in period number 2. Our score after 1 complete, 1-0. And as we begin period number 2, the Raiders of Cretin-Derham Hall from St. Paul on Cretin Avenue will have a 2-second player advantage, but only for 2 seconds. Shouldn't give them a big advantage, but you never know as we look at the players warming up here from our beautiful corner camera angle here at the rec center in St. Louis Park. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. A very fast-paced period number 1 resulted in 1 goal for the Red Knights, and they are dominating on the shots on goal statistic. They lead 9-2, the Red Knights. Only 2 shots on goal. It'll be interesting to see how they come out here in the period number 2. They did have a couple of unique opportunities, but were unable to convert. But the big story here is the Raiders and their unbelievable, relentless pressure. They come in with a 3-2 record. Red Knights 1-2, trying to even it up on the year. And we're about to begin period number 2. Leo Miller in nets for the Raiders, and of course, Mason McElroy. You gotta love that name. The 5'11", 170-pound had his hands full in period number 1. Played magnificently. In fact, the goal he let in was sort of a fluke. To me, it appeared at the time that the goal scorer was just trying to clear the puck on net, but didn't put a lot of credence into it as he was kind of skating away as if to change on the fly. Got that goal to go. So our score 1-0. We're about to begin period number 2. In to take the draw for the Red Knights, Drew Stewart, and the Raiders win that face-off as they've won the majority in period number 1. And now a quick whistle from the far near side, and they're going to have a face-off on the dot just outside the blue line. I don't even know what the infraction was there. Not a penalty, but just an infraction. You can see the scoreboard guy jam into the Beach Boys here as we do win that face-off. This time the Red Knights win that one. Back to Stewart into the zone. Quick shot for Stewart, and that's saved by Leo Miller. Great opportunity early in period number 2 as we look at Miller. Looking cool, calm, and collected. The quick wrist shot tried to go to the near side, upper right corner. And Miller had the angle, made the save. Here's the corner camera angle. Worth the price of admission. That would have been sweet for the Red Knights had they gotten a goal early. Now, Berg plays it in off to the left of the net, and the Red Knights keep it in. Number 5, Phillips. Right in front now, the Raiders take over. Cross rink pass on the far side, misses the mark. Picked up by number 5, Maceo Phillips. Now on the near boards, and there are a Red Knight and Stewart. They are still tangled up right there. The referee watching it closely. That was number 19, Colin Scanlon with Stewart now in front, and a lead pass. Almost connected with Caleb Koski. Now Stewart centering pass, and Miller now facing a lot more pressure from the Red Knights here in period number 2. That's his second save in just over a minute of period number 2. So Miller playing well now has faced 2 more shots. The scoreboard only says 3, but I think they had another one there in my opinion. And now the Raiders win that face-off. I'm going to try to keep track in my head. That's 2-1 here, and now another whistle. As they're going to bring it back, and I, for the life of me, cannot tell you what that infraction is for. Maybe it was a hand pass there. Now face-off quickly just outside the blue line. 15:50 remaining, period number 2. Face-off won again by the Raiders. That's 3-1. Help me keep track there at home. Now the Raiders, or wherever you are watching our broadcast, we're glad you're with us at ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. And now the Raiders keep it in as they turn the puck over, and the wrist shot blocked by McElroy, and his helmet came off, and that drew the whistle for safety reasons. Never seen that happen, ever, at any level of hockey. And there's the interception by 24, Jimmy Dottie, sophomore defenseman, and it just came off. It just slipped off. Sometimes goalies like to bump those goal nets off their moorings to relieve the pressure. I guess that would be another tactic, but that was totally just inadvertent. It's like it's not, his helmet wasn't strapped down there tight enough, it felt like to me when I saw it again on the replay. Now face-off won by the Red Knights. That's 3-2 now on face-off. Now quickly, Baird, quick wrist shot. Rebound given up by Miller, and he loses his helmet. That's 2 times in less than a minute. Unbelievable. Here I was telling you how I've only seen it once in my whole life. And I've been watching hockey since the 70s. And it's like he took it off on purpose. He shook his head, honestly. That should be delay of game, a 2-minute penalty. And I think the referee's talking to him about it. Watch this. This looked completely intentional. Watch this. Nobody's there, and he just does that. I don't know. That looked intentional, arguably. Okay, Red Knights, we're in another face-off. It's 3-3. Wrist shot, blocked in front by Miller. Red Knights look a lot healthier here early on in period number 2. 15 minutes now remaining. Back in their own zone, played by number 9, Cole Baumgartner. Out of the near boards, picked up by 18, Risteau. Pass to the far side by Norris. He plays it in. Chasing it for the Red Knights, and getting there first was Baird. Now at the point, Baumgartner puts it on net right in front and cleared away just in time by Jimmy Dodig for the Raiders, as there was a Red Knight right there, now intercepted. Looking so much better, and that shot right by Risto. Another pad save by Miller, and he is facing the heat right now early in the second. Another wrist shot goes off the glove. Risto's gonna have a chance. Slap shot blocked in front. Ricochets to the far board, still in the zone. And the Raiders now looking like they're scrambling. Red Knights get it right back. Baumgartner in the zone. Right behind him is number 11, Kirschner. And the Raiders still trying to clear the zone, and they finally do at mid-ice, picked up by Phillips. He dumps it right back into the Raiders zone, as some Red Knights will change on the fly. Just under 14 minutes remaining now. Raiders now come away with it with Bennett. Bennett now 1-on-2. He's got Kirschner to his right. Oh, that was Sam Weber, and now that is a whistle, and it's gonna come out back. And look at this sequence right here. Right in front, and that just missed. No way that Leo Miller saw that, but he was in good position and just caught it with the upper part of his left pad there, and then right away, he never saw that puck either. But that tells you just being in the right position is so much part of being a goaltender, isn't it? You're not always gonna see the puck, but if you play fundamental, good positional goaltending, you're gonna make those saves even when you don't see the puck. So nice job by Leo Miller for the Raiders. Oh, the player goes down, and there's gonna be a penalty. The hand came up on the right part of your screen, and that's gonna diminish the momentum here as Kirschner, oh, I don't know about that. I don't like that call. Kirschner is gonna pay the price though. He's saying, come on. It's not my fault he didn't sharpen his skates sharp enough. That's what it looked like to me. It just looked like he lost his edge more than anything. I don't know. I would have let that go. But that's why they're down there and I'm up here. 13:26 remaining, period number 2. Raiders' second power play of the night. Shots on goal have starting to get more even now, 10-7. But 2 minutes on the board, and another face-off won by the Red Knights, and that is a significant difference from period number 1 to 2. They're now leading in the second period, 4-3. My memory serves. Holding is the call. 2 minutes on the board. Holding on Kirschner. Now the Raiders, this could be what they needed here to get some momentum back. And they were on their heels. Now the ricochet comes out to Hauge. Raiders, number 21, Jamison. That shot goes off the boards behind the net. Now controlled by number 15, LePay for the Raiders. Raiders still with it. Having their way here, Red Knights suffice to just play a zone defense, quick wrist shot, and an easy glove save with the left hand there by Mason McElroy. That's his 9th or 10th save of the night right there. They're not counting that as a shot on goal. Why? Because it wasn't going to be on net, even if he made the save. I'm not sure what the rules are when it comes to shots on goal, but I would have called that a shot on goal, but the scorekeepers, at least here in the rec center, didn't call it that, so 10-7. Guess that's not a shot on goal, huh? All right, now face off to Mason McElroy's left. Won by Stewart. That's 5-3 now for the Red Knights, and that is significant improvement, big time. And I think it's gonna pay off here. At least let's hope so for the Red Knight fans. Now, Raiders. Wait a minute, there's a double penalty? Oh, there's another penalty. That's right, they had the player advantage. And now a goal off the backboards. Rebound, McElroy never saw it. And I don't think I saw it. My goodness, here it was. Wrist shot, deflected right off the boards, and it just caromed in such a weird way and just went right in. Johnny on the spot, number 11. Chuck Owens gets the goal as he bounces himself off the boards. And that is a fluke goal if I have ever seen one. You know what? They did credit that 11th shot on net for the Red Knights. A little slow on there, I just looked up there, but that is sole consolation. And now they're down 2-0, and the Raiders still have a player advantage, 1:30 on the clock. That's a power play goal for the Raiders. And now to the near side, Shepard. Plays it for the Raiders, and now the Red Knights really need to dig in. Going down 3-0 could be problematic as McElroy makes another save. 12th shot on goal. Actually, they didn't. I've been confused. I was looking at the wrong side there. 7 shots on net for the Red Knights. That's now 12 for the Raiders. 2-0 our score. Now the Raiders win that draw. I think we're tied at 5, controlled by number 10, Lucas Ceronhouse. Ceronhouse in the far corner on the near side, I should say. Now Ceronhouse, quick wrist shot, deflected in front. Lots of traffic, controlled by the Red Knights, and they clear it promptly. 1 minute remaining in the player advantage. 11.5 minutes remaining in period number 2. Raiders will break it out of their own zone. Koski on the forecheck. Misses the mark. It's going to come all the way down, and it's going to be icing against the Raiders and a break for the Red Knights that comes with 11:24 remaining in period number 2. 47 seconds remaining in the player advantage. Boy, the Red Knights came out looking so good early in the period number 2. Then they suffered that inadvertent. I thought it was a bad call. I don't mind saying that. That led to goal number 2 after they caught that second penalty. Very costly for the Red Knights. Now here come the Raiders. Number 18, Scanlon. Kept in, Scanlon. Right in front. Lepai tried to go to the forehand. Quick wrist shot, fans on it. Gets it back out. Quick wrist shot at the goal. That was a slap shot, excuse me. Jake Fisher. Johnny on the spot, and that was a no-doubter there. Went down to one knee and let that wrist shot fly, and he beats McElroy in the upper left-hand corner. It all started there with Lepai causing havoc right in front of McElroy. Fanned on the shot, comes right out, and the nice, nifty, smart pass. McElroy never saw it. 13 shots on net, 3 goals for the Raiders, and they are feeling it now. There's our corner camera, the fan. And look at Fisher, was all ready for it. That is suitable for framing right there. And now the Raiders, they are really feeling it, and the Red Knights have really got to dig deep here to climb themselves out of this hole. Boy, 1 goal would do wonders for their morale right here. Stewart comes around, and now they're going to call the penalty. That's a gift to the Red Knights, and they have the player advantage. McElroy leaves the net. They got an extra skater here until they touch it. And they're not going to call that as a touch. I thought the Red Knights number 9 did touch it, Easton Swift, but they didn't call it. Now Stewart coming in the Berg, a quick shot, and he goes wide left, and I think there might be another penalty, or is that still the arm up? Red Knights still controlling. They're going to get 2 minutes as soon as the Raiders can touch this puck back out to neutral ice. Approaching 10 minutes remaining, and they still have it. Their net is empty. Risto comes in across the line, waves off the icing. Risto centering pass, and finally Fisher controls the puck, and that draws the whistle. And the Red Knights get just what they needed right here as we look at Stewart come in with the spin. And they called the trip. And you know, I think it's arguable because number, is that 27 or 17? Is that Luke Shorten? Yeah, it's 27. He did bring his stick around to catch the blade of the skate, and I think that's what caused the penalty. So now the Red Knights with a chance to try to get back in this thing. They're down 3-0. Here's the penalty announcement. Yep, tripping is the call. Now Raiders able to clear that puck. 1:42 remaining in the player advantage as we approach 9.5 remaining in period number 2. Red Knights now Risto. He has to get spun around. The Raiders, they are tough, trying to penetrate that. Berg on the near side, gets double teamed, loses the puck, and the Red Knights have to regroup once again. That's Cole Baumgartner. Now Stewart. Stewart with all kinds of speed, finds number 6, Stenger. Now the backhanded pass behind the net to number 17, Koski. Koski still trying to control it, and he does. And now the Red Knights with the wrist shot. Another pad save by Leo Miller. He's been perfect in nets tonight. Now, point blank shot by number 9. Baumgartner, another wrist shot, this time by Stewart, and that goes off the boards. Back out to Baumgartner as they keep it in, and now we've got sustained pressure. 43 seconds, that puck deflects behind the net, controlled by the Red Knights once again in the corner, number 17. Caleb Koski to Stewart. At the circle, off the boards, back to Koski, just catches up with it, but it did elude him there as there was a little miscommunication, I felt. Now the Raiders tying up the puck, but the Red Knights come away with it. Now looking for a centering pass, back out to the point, unable to handle it momentarily, but recovers, is number 18, Risto. The give back, Risto right in the circle. Oh, and the centering pass, fanning on it, number 19, Berg. Couldn't quite get the stick on it. And an opportunity goes by the wayside, and that's going to take care of the player advantages. Now both teams are at full strength. As the Red Knights come back out, nice pass to Stewart as he brings it across the line, tries to split the defense, and the puck gets taken away, but the Red Knights get it back at neutral ice. Both teams at full strength. Our score 3-0. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports as the Red Knights come in. Backdrop pass, and that shot just goes wide left. Norris with the rebound. Pass intended for Ulrich, misses the mark. Raiders pick it up, number 21, Jamison. Now the Raiders behind their own net. They lead in shots now, 13-9, and that's number 24 with it, Dogging. He shoots it in behind McElroy, 7:11 remaining, period number 2. Fast-moving game here. We just started at 7 o'clock, and it's already 8 only. Geertsen coming right in, and coming over, going to the ice on defense was number 24, Dodig. That's D-O-D-I-G, Dodig. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Red Knights, though, still now back to the form they displayed early in the second. Give back, centering is deflected, and the Raiders clear it. Phillips unable to keep it in the zone, but he does recover neutral ice. Now to the near boards, Ulrich gets it into Geertsen. Geertsen looking for Wen in front, and the wrist shot is gloved by Leo Miller, who's been perfect in nets. He's now saved 10 shots on the Red Knights. And here's that replay, Geertsen, and look at the defensive play. Boy, why is that not a trip? I think that should be a penalty. You can't just fly to the ice and disguise your boldness with it not being a penalty. That's how I would interpret that. All right, here come the Red Knights. Nice interception in their own zone by Miner. Miner comes in, wrist shot was deflected. Now behind the boards, the Raiders take it back. Bennett now flying at center ice over to the near far boards to number 25, LePay. Now in the corner, both teams at full strength here. Raiders trying to get it back and control the puck, and they do. Quick wrist shot saved on the left pad by McElroy. Into the far corner. Pass just misses the mark, and the Red Knights take over. Number 23, that is Dodig. Oh, that was a dangerous collision with the boards there almost. Fighting hard there, number 11, Kirshner. He just was able to annoy a head first hit into the boards. Just avoided it, thankfully. Now, on the far side, Stenger corrals it. Back into the corner, played by number 19, Berg. And now it's gonna come all the way down, and another really rare icing call here. Stops the clock with 5:13 remaining. Our score remains 3-0. And we're gonna have a face-off back in the Raiders zone. Looks like Stewart's gonna do the honors for the Red Knights. They've gotta start winning these face-offs. Boy, the Red Knights are really desperate for a goal here. Cannot afford to give up a fourth. Quick wrist shot just misses. Oh, right in front. That came right back in front. A lucky carom for the Raiders. And the Red Knights avoid a disaster on that sequence. And now another icing call will bring it back into the Raiders zone. So now 2 icing calls successively within a few seconds of each other. If you look at that replay, that just missed. McElroy got a piece of it, and then look at that rebound came right out there. Boy, if I'm McElroy, I'm like, come on, I need a break. You can't get those rebounds coming right back out there. Quick wrist shot out the face-off, well done on that draw. I think it was Ulrich on the draw. And the Red Knights are doing a much better job at the face-off circle here in period number 2. Unfortunately, it's not paid off in goals. Now behind the net, played to the near boards by number 17 for the Raiders, Max Anderson, who has one of the Cretin-Derham Hall goals tonight. Now by the Red Knights, Baird will chase it on the far corner. He'll have to play it back around to number 28, Nick Palmer. And the Raiders keep it in. Number 8, Hauge. Now to number 10, Cernohaus. And now the Red Knights come away with it as we approach 4 minutes remaining in a very fast-moving period number 2. Now in close, Baird can't get it to go, and that draws the whistle and a stoppage, and we're gonna have a face-off to the right of Leo Miller, and here's that corner camera angle. Let's see how this transpired. The quick wrist shot. I don't know what caused that puck to, it looked like it got deflected, but there was no other player there, and I'm wondering if that was a function of the ice, which is getting pretty torn up here. As we again look at our corner camera. And face-off won by the Red Knights there, and it gets by Stenger, and look out. Now here comes number 19, Scanlon. Quickly closing the gap, though, was Phillips, showing all kinds of speed on defense, and they quickly take the puck away. Great defense, but unable to control it on the far boards was number 26, Anderson, and that allows the Raiders to keep it in the Red Knight zone as we approach 3.5 minutes remaining in period number 2. Centering pass, deflected back into the corner, now back out in front. Red Knights trying to control, taken back over by the Raiders, number 19, Scanlon. Now behind the net, played by number 6, Stenger, as he tries to clear the puck out to neutral ice, but they're unable to control it. The Raiders take over. Now on the forecheck is Paul Anderson for the Red Knights as we approach 3 minutes remaining in period number 2. Now here comes number 14 for the Raiders. That is Hughes. Coming right in and in front, the rebound was there, but there were Red Knights to deflect it. But the Raiders still control in the Red Knights zone. Just under 3 minutes to go, period number 2. Quick shot there, and unable to get his stick on it fully was Attila Lepay. And now all the way down, and that's gonna draw an icing whistle, this time against the Red Knights, and that stops the clock. As we look at a couple of Red Knight fans looking concerned as their team is down 3-0, looking at the board there. Boy, I think the Red Knights, they just need a goal to spark them a little bit. But the next goal is critical. And it's gonna be an uphill battle as it is. 3-0 seems surmountable. 4-0 seems a little more unlikely, although anything can happen, especially in high school sports. Great hockey game nevertheless. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports as we approach 2.5 minutes, and there's another cam that comes right out to McElroy. You can never, ever let your mind lapse when you're in nets in a high school hockey game, and there's a nice shot, just goes by the crease. Miner keeps it in. Koski's gonna chase through the corner, but getting there first is number 6, Siegfried, if I saw his number right. And now here come the Raiders at center ice. Number 18, Fisher, brings it in. Back to Fisher, quick wrist shot. McElroy with the save. Now puck still controlled by the Raiders. 2 minutes remaining in period number 2. Now the Red Knights take control as the Raiders change on that sequence. That gives Stewart and the Red Knights a chance to rush in. Back pass to Berg, wrist shot. And right in on the net with him was number 17, Koski, and they're unable to connect. And now the rebound comes out to the Raiders, and they've got an opportunity. But Reed takes it away. His backhand pass intercepted in his own zone, and a chance for the Raiders. That wrist shot taken by number 20, Bennett, gets deflected in front. Now the Raiders still control the puck with Bennett. Centering pass just misses, and now Berg has it on the turnover. On the far side, number 8, Ulrich. He brings it into the zone, but quickly intercepted by the Raiders. 1:19 remaining in period number 2. Back to get it for the Red Knights is number 6, Stenger. He loses it right in front, and fanning on the backhanded shot was the Raiders. I believe that was 22, Sam Weber. As the Red Knights having a little difficulty clearing their own zone as we have 1 minute remaining in period number 2. And now a chance for Ulrich and a breakaway. Coming right in, and the wrist shot just goes wide, and it looked like it was deflected off the stick of Leo Miller, and another great opportunity goes by the wayside for the Red Knights, and now the puck is a little bit frozen on that far side. 42 seconds remaining in period number 2. Ulrich plays it back behind the net. Baird there, and now gets by him, and now in the near boards, fighting for it there is Risto along with Bennett for the Raiders, and it gets back out to neutral ice. Played by Phillips to the far side, no one there but the Raider, number 8, Hauge. As the Raiders now do a mass change, Red Knights in their own corner, unable to take advantage as they're so deep in their own zone. Number 5, Phillips, loses the puck right in front, and a quick wrist shot, and a golden opportunity by Lepai. Could have made it 4-0. Quick slap shot. Boy, that had some pace on it, and McElroy steers that in the corner. Boy, he is getting pummeled, and there's the buzzer to signal the end of period number 2, our score from the rec center. Before we get to that, let's look at this replay, and Ulrich on the breakaway mini just misses on the near boards, goes off. And our score after 2, 3-0. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports, streaming live on YouTube. Come on back for period number 3.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
Oh, welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We are watching non-conference boys hockey. The Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights at home. They're down 3-0 against their cross-town rival, the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders. 3-0 our score. It was 1-0 after 1, and the Red Knights came back out strong early in the second period, and then a couple bad breaks led to a 3-0 deficit here as we are about to begin period number 3. And the Red Knights, if they're going to get back in this, obviously they've got to draw first blood here at the beginning of period number 3. So you look at their schedule coming up. 2 tough road games coming up against at Holy Angels and Blake, then Hill Murray, 3 private schools in a row before the Christmas break, then Andover at St. Louis Park, Lakeville South, Matamidi. Boy, do they have a tough schedule this year. I was looking outside the arena at their team makeup. There's only 6 seniors on this Red Knights team, so this is kind of a transition year, so to speak, but it is early. It's only their 4th game of the year. They're 1-2. So I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us on our broadcast, ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We're about to begin the rec center. I was just looking, this building was built in 1971. Can you believe it's already 50 years old? I can't believe it. It's a great facility, and we're underway here from this 50-year-old rec center building, and the Red Knights lose their initial face-off to begin period number 3. They're going left to right. Now the Raiders looking to put this one away. They've got a 3-goal lead. They get one more, and it could pretty much ice it. Red Knights really critical that they get this next goal, as it comes right in on Leo Miller. He has to make that save, so a nice start for the Red Knights. As they draw the face-off in the Raider zone, there'll be a face-off to Leo Miller's right. Shots on goal. There was a big deficit early into the second period. The Red Knights tightened it up, but they did give up 2 on the scoreboard, and that's the most important stat of all, obviously. Centering pass, no one there, but there was Stewart, and a great save by Leo Miller. He has really been on the mark, and now that puck played by number 6. Mason Stenger gets deflected out of play on the near side. Here was a chance for Stewart with a quick wrist shot, and there is a great pad save by Leo Miller. He has been perfect, facing 12 shots and steering them all away, and now face off just outside the zone, controlled by the Raiders. Ulrich, though, gets the interception and just can't quite control it to get a shot off. And now the Raiders work the puck back into the Red Knight zone. Picked up by Reed behind his net. Intercepted by the Raiders, and they can't control it as it comes back up to neutral ice, but played back into the zone by the Raiders. Dodig. Now again back out to neutral ice, corralled by number 21, Jamison. Jamison has to wheel around because of the forecheck by the Red Knights. That's Ulrich there trying to create some havoc, but they do get it to neutral ice. That's number 18, Fisher. Fisher brings it in, right in, and a goal by Owens, number 11. Pass, shot, and a goal beats McElroy on his left shoulder. And here's the corner camera, and it beats him. Just what the doctor didn't order. Is that number 17 or number 11? Is that number 11? Yes, number 11. Chuck Owens celebrating grandly, 4-0 lead. Quick shot right in front. Miller gave up the rebound, but the Red Knights weren't there to take advantage, and now the Raiders get that rebound after that, and that was a high check on Baumgartner by the Red Knights. That could have been a penalty, I felt. 18, Fisher got the assist. 4-0 our lead. And Red Knights really got to get it going here. Turnover in their own zone, and McElroy kicks that to the near boards in his own zone. And the Raiders, they are smelling blood in the water here, it feels like. Centering pass right in front. And Schwartz, Bennett, number 20, unable to get the puck, stick on the puck to put it in the net. And now the Red Knights back into the Raiders zone. Along the far boards, played by Bennett. Gets it to number 22, Baumgartner, and it goes all the way past McElroy. Stenger now behind the net. It'll be important here for the Red Knights to keep their head in this game and not get too demoralized. Now we're gonna have a penalty coming against the Raiders, as that looked like a trip to me. Look at the puck spinning there. Stenger just coming around, and Swift comes in there, and oh, that was a touchy call, but the Red Knights will take it. Number 5, Charlie Cantwell. I don't know about that call, but there was a similar call that went against the Red Knights, almost exactly. The player goes down, and just because the other player was touching him, they're gonna call that the causation factor and the penalty. But now, nevertheless, here comes Fisher. He's got LePay right in front, still with it spinning, and that puck gets Karam into the near side. And the Raiders just dominating now. Stewart now. They announced the penalty to number 5, Cantwell. And the Red Knights now with 14 minutes remaining. Gotta dig deep here. Keep their head up. Now number 9 with it, brings it out, Baumgartner. Stewart comes across the line, drop pass. Comes to Baumgartner, excuse me, yeah, number 9, yeah, Baumgartner. Still kept in on that far point. Risteau, his shot gets deflected in front, and it is a lot quieter here. Really took the wind out of the sails of the arena and the home team Red Knights, as the Raiders are gonna get called for icing here. No, they're not. Not with the power play in effect for the Red Knights. Now number 9 with it. Baumgartner skates across the line and he gets harassed. Puck loose, still controlled by the Red Knights. Stewart, no, excuse me, number 18, Risteau, gets turned away, and that's on net. And McElroy easily makes that save. Now 20 seconds remaining in the player advantage. Red Knights get it ahead to Stewart. 1-on-3, but he's got Ulrich on his right. He catches him, and what a great defensive play by number 2, Trey Nets, for the Raiders as he comes flying over from the right side to poke check that puck off the Red Knight stick. But they do recover, and they still have control, and now both teams at full strength. As number 5 comes out of the box, Cantwell, and now the Raiders have a 2-on-2 opportunity, and a quick wrist shot goes hard off the boards behind the net. Not kept in by Detting. Phillips comes away with it, but they never get numbers against the Raiders. The Raiders always seemingly in position on defense. The Red Knights have not gotten too many breakaway opportunities or excellent scoring opportunities, and that's reflected by it. They're only having 13 shots on net here all game long. Now, number 21 with it, Norris plays it on the far boards, now into the near corner as the Red Knights try to get control, and Reed does get the puck back, but the Raiders take it quickly back, and now they play it out, and they're gonna call icing. No, they wave it off as number 3, Miner, gets there, and now his clearing pass almost intercepted right in front by Swift. They dodged a bullet there. And now number 3, Miner. Played back in by number 24 for the Raiders, Dotting, and it came right in on McElroy, and he had a little bit of a knuckleball he had to play. Now it bounces off the stick of Went, right into Hoggy's stick for the Raiders, over to the far side to Cerrone House. Now trying to wreak havoc as Koski tries to get the backhanded shot off and can't quite get his stick on it as that puck was bouncing. Now, the Red Knights right in front, tried to wrap it around with Stewart, but Leo Miller was right there to make the save, his 14th of the night, as he's going for the shutout, and now quickly, number 6 Stenger tried to take it in from the short side, and another save by Leo Miller. That's his 15th. As we go to the replay, Stewart came right in using his quickness, and right behind him, poke checking away and harassing him. Went a lot towards, and then this opportunity, and yeah, that was the great defensive play a few moments ago by number 2, Nets, coming over. Great replay there, Paul, thank you. All right, now into the corner. Now Stewart with a chance, but look at all the Raiders right in great defensive position. Hard to believe they're 3-2, but they also likely have a tough schedule they're going to play. Both teams have been hockey powerhouses in boys hockey the last several years. Now here come the Raiders, number 25, LePay. 2 LePays I just noticed. That's Sylvester. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Oh, right in front! And the goal for the Red Knights. And that comes not too soon by the captain, number 27, Brian Baird. And who knows, I'm excited for this one. Right in front as he deflects it over Miller's shoulder. It was a bang-bang play, and I believe Stewart got the assist. Here it is, Stewart. Look at his head up there, folks. That is such great hockey. He's so in control. It's just sort of like a screen pass in football, and he just gets it by Miller. Miller had the save, and it just went over his shoulder and dropped behind him, and he almost saved it again. That tells you how hard goals have been to come by here for the Red Knights, but they've got to get a little hop in their step. There's still time left now. Down 4-1, 10 minutes. Here's the official scoring call. Ryan Baird gets the goal.
Assisted by number 10, Drew Stewart, and number 6, Mason Stenger.
Assist to Stewart and Mason Stenger gives the Red Knights their first goal of the night, coming with just over 10 minutes to go in their last period here. If they can get another one here quickly, that will change the tone of this match. And wouldn't that be exciting now? The Red Knights, number 26 with it. Paul Anderson, centering pass, goes all the way to the far side. As they ruin the shutout for Leo Miller on the road, and now we're gonna have icing against the Raiders, and they wave it off the last minute. Baumgartner now drops it back to Phillips, but there is a heavy forecheck there by the Raiders, and they are not playing any type of prevent type style hockey are they with this type of forecheck? Coming right in, number 15, LePay with the shot that goes wide right off the boards. Now to center ice, Phillips. Phillips now looking, nice nifty pass to Stewart. Stewart now comes in 1-on-2, and it gets poke checked off his stick by number 21, Colton Jameson. Now the Raiders to the near boards. At center ice, good pass to Fisher. Fisher brings it across the line, being marked by Stenger. Stenger able to take the puck away, and he does. Great defense by Stenger as he breaks it out to Anderson. Anderson across the line, 3-on-3. Now back from Ulrich, right in front of the shot. Oh my goodness, and what a great play that was. It was beautiful to watch as Risteau can't make it happen, and Leo Miller makes a save, and then a quick wrist shot, draws a whistle as Miller gloves that, and our shots on net have really tightened up, and that goal really did put a spark in the Red Knights' step here. That was just the most gorgeous pass play I have seen all night, and it was just deflected in front there by number 10, Chernahouse, helping out their goaltender, Leo Miller. Puck right in front, and another save by Miller. As the Red Knights have gotten energy off that last goal right in front. But look at all the Raiders right around their goaltender. That has been significant in the outcome of this match, at least as it stands right now. Now another wrist shot just outside the circle on the four boards, just goes by the wayside. Red Knights now really buzzing, centering pass right in front, and another goal by number 23, Peter Geertsen. And now we're in business if you're a Red Knight fan. 8:23 left. As Geertsen draws the Red Knights within two right here. What a pass from behind the net. I didn't catch the number as he beats Leo Miller. And that is super exciting stuff. You can see the disgust on the captain's face for the Raiders. The Red Knights are feeling it here. They have not given up, and that was number 17 that made that play happen, wasn't it? Caleb Koski. Look at that pass by Koski, wide open. Geertsen gets that puck to go on that left post, and that draws a timeout. I don't know who took it, but I'll guess you who took it. It was the Raiders, and they are not happy. You can look at the demeanor of that coach right there. Not happy at all. There is 8:23, and we've got a new hockey game here, folks. We look at the Metro West Conference standings, and the Red Knights have not played a conference game as of yet. But right now, their focus is on Cretin-Derham Hall. Derham Hall was cruising along with a 4-0 lead early in the third. And the Red Knights have answered back. They're tied in shots at 20 apiece. And look at Orono there, 2-0, 5-0 on the year. Chanhassen, 4-1, Waconia, 5-2. Waconia hockey. They've never been known for their hockey out there. They're pretty good at football, though, in the past. But it changes in high schools as populations grow, and they are growing out there in Waconia. Now, face-off won by the Red Knights. They clearly have momentum on their side. And now coming in was number 6, Stenger. And here's the exciting announcement by the PA address announcer. Geertsen does get credit for the goal. Phillips behind the net as we listen. Now we're going to have a penalty. Is that going to come against Baird and the Red Knights? And that is not what they needed.
That's Geertsen, his first of the season for Koski and Reed.
Geertsen's first of the season. What happened here? Baird, what is that call? Boarding? No. I don't know what that call was. It's not a slash, it's not a trip, it's not interference. It looked like a hockey play to me. I am very confused by that. Interference? What? I'm never that vocal and critical of calls, but that one I am. That one I don't agree with at all. And that's a bad break for the Red Knights as they're trying to get back in this thing even further here. As now we're under 7, or coming up on 7.5 minutes remaining as they clear the puck. And this is just gonna make the comeback that much tougher. As the Raiders now, they are content to take it easy here. Their aggressive play was maybe starting to cost them. Let's see if they go into a little bit more of a prevent. No reason to be that aggressive, although when you go into a prevent defense, and now gets by, and maybe a break here for the Red Knights as Koski chases it, trying to get the puck back. Trying to force a face-off, and the Raiders come away with it. Koski with the elbow, and the referee was right there watching it. He didn't quite connect enough to get the whistle. Important that the Red Knights keep their composure, and there is the rebound, wide open net. Results in a goal by Colin Jamieson right there, number 21. Egads, right? Look at the back and forth, and then the rebound off the back of the boards, and oh, you know, McElroy, did he get a piece of that? Maybe. It did go off the skate, just didn't quite get over there in time. Here's the corner camera. This always tells the story, doesn't it? Except that the referee gets in the way. There's the rebound. You know, these boards are extra stringy here at the rec center. You can really use these boards to your offensive advantage, and boy, the Raiders certainly have done that tonight. Yeah, he did get a piece of it. Let's see here. Did it go off the stick? No, it went off the skate, I believe. That Karen was just bad luck, wasn't it? 5-2 our score, 6:40 to go. Red Knights really got to press right in front, and there was a chance at a goal. They answer right back. Are you kidding me? Hold on to your hats here. That goal brings it back to a 2-goal deficit with 6:34 to go, and Berg gets it. He came right in on the short angle with the left-handed shot. And beats the defenseman, gets his own rebound, and goes top shelf, upper left-hand corner, and just like that, it's 5-3. Folks, we have a hockey game with 6:34 to go. Don't turn that dial. Stay with us. Exciting hockey for the next 6.5 minutes. Both teams at full strength. Red Knights feeling it for sure. Confidence breeds success, doesn't it? And getting some success breeds confidence. And now another penalty against the Red Knights. Oh, you gotta be kidding me there as well, Risto. I didn't see it. I was too busy talking about the last goal. Oh, let's see what the, oh, that's from behind. Yeah, that's a check from behind. That's a penalty for sure, especially against the boards like that. So the Red Knights, a little bit of self-sabotage there, for lack of a better phrase. Unnecessary penalty is gonna really put them in the hole. With 6:25 to go, they're now again forced to fight off a penalty, and now, just as that draw was won by the Raiders, they drew a whistle. Now what's going on here? I'm looking over at the penalty box, Paul, as are they gonna switch shoes in the bite? There it is. Did they get the wrong person? That's Junior Podine in the net. Or who is that? Number 18. Yeah, they had, are there gonna be 2 in the box? What happened? Is that unsportsmanlike? Maybe. Did somebody say something maybe? Oh, now they're down 2 players. Now I am going to use the word self-sabotage. Not on the board, so yeah. He must have said something, yep.
Red Knights goal scored by number 19, his first of the season, Westberg.
Westberg got that goal.
Assisted by number 10, Drew Stewart.
Boy, those 2 penalties came before they even had time to announce the goal that brought it to 5-3.
10 minutes, 26 seconds. That's Berg from Stewart and Bumgarner.
Raiders now Well, let's see here. Interference on Risto. 10-minute misconduct against Phillips. He's out for the game, 5:40 to go. Mental errors, there's that puck caroms all the way from the far side and out of play on the near side. So I'm trying to count the players here, Paul. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skaters, so it's just still a one-player advantage. And so they don't shame a player that gets misconduct in high school hockey by sending him off the ice, which they would do in the pros, but I think that's good. You don't want to destroy anyone's self-esteem by unceremoniously sending them to their room in the locker room by themselves. There's no need for that. So, but he will be in the box for the remainder of the game, and he remains standing there, Phillips. He must have said something. So we'll leave that topic alone for now, and it's a one-player advantage for the Raiders as they have a 2-goal lead, and there's still a chance for the Red Knights. Comes out, and now skating at Koski. Who's going to get there first? And they both got there at the exact same time, but that favored the Raiders, didn't it? As they poke-checked it into the near side along the boards as we're now under 5 minutes to go. 29 seconds remaining in the player advantage. It is not out of the realm of possibilities. Down 2 goals with 4 minutes and 47 seconds to go is not at all out of the realm of possibilities as LePay gets a quick shot from the middle of the circle on the right side, and McElroy makes his 22nd save of the night as we look at the corner camera, the drop back pass and the quick wrist shot from a tough angle. Handled by McElroy as he draws it in the middle of his body, but that's gonna draw a face-off with 19 seconds remaining in the player advantage, 4:43 remaining in the game. Face-off won by the Raiders. Siegfried can't quite handle it, but they managed to keep it in. Wrist shot, pad save comes off to the near side by McElroy. Now the Raiders on the far boards, played by number 11, Owens. Now at the point. Wrist shot, deflected in front, played by number 3, Minor, and that's gonna cause a breakaway on the near side. Quick wrist shot from a tough angle. Rebound back, and now the Raiders come away with it. Great hockey action here from the Rec Center on ParkTV 16 Sports. Now the Raiders have it. The referee got in the way. Oh, that was almost a head collision with those boards. Boy, you can see how dangerous that is. Especially at the speeds these guys play, you have no time to deflect off that. You hit that straight on. We all know what the consequences can be there. Sometimes very dangerous. That puck goes into the Benilde net. That stops the clock with 3:44 to go. 5-3 our score right there. Oh, he just was able. Oh my goodness. Scary looking at it, isn't it, folks? Face off to the left of McElroy. 3:43 to go. Still a chance for the Red Knights if they can get one here quick. Now Stewart to the left side. Wrist shot. Goes wide right, caroms to the near side, back out to neutral ice, that's Stenger. Stenger dumps it back in, no change on that, they'll chase it. Stewart along with number 27, Baird. And it comes all the way back out around, and icing is the call, and that is a break for the Red Knights because it stops the clock, and that is their enemy just as much as the Purple Raiders are. Even if the Red Knights don't come all the way back here, I believe this is a confidence booster for them. Just coming back on this very tough Raiders team. Hoping they can carry that through to the next game. It's only their 4th game of the year. They're still figuring it out. And they got to figure out their identity. I said the same about their girls team, and we came back a month later and they were a changed, transformed team, and I expect the same here for the Red Knights the next time we get to see them on ParkTV 16 Sports. But they're still trying to pull this one out here with under 3 minutes to go. Into the corner, we'll keep an eye on the net to see if they pull McElroy. Puck along the boards, comes out, and the Raiders get it to neutral ice, and that is going to affect the clock. Nice drop back pass to Minor, deflected by the Raiders, and now backhanded into the Red Knight zone by Jake Fisher. Getting there first is the Raiders' Max Anderson. Now Went, skates it, taken right back by Anderson. He goes down. LePay now gets it for the Raiders. He comes in, tries to split the defense, comes right through, gives a pass and a shot right in front. And what a great individual effort by number 15, Attila LePay. Boy, the names of these kids are something else. Attila. Love it. On the near side, Koski dumps it in, and he'll change on the fly, and the Red Knights will chase it, trying to get possession. Raiders get control, as now we're under 2 minutes to go in the match. 5-3 our score, and McElroy has left the goal. They've added a skater, and the Raiders shoot it all the way down. Look at that rebound out in front of the net. Boy, if you're playing at the rec center, you've got to play these boards. They are very favorable to the offensive team. I've been doing this, what, 5-6 years now, and I've just really noticed that, at least, or maybe it's just tonight. And it's the barometric pressure or something. But I would learn those boards. I would do drills on them. Wrist shot from Stewart. And maybe they do. I would do drills and just play that boards and learn those boards. They are like another attacker on the ice, the way those boards get those pucks to come right in front of the net. Now face off to the left of Miller, came with 1:42 to go, and the Raiders do clear it. Again, McElroy is out of the net. Raiders here buzzing in front, and a chance here to really ice it with 1.5 minutes to go, but the Red Knights come away with it. Number 9, Bumgarner, out to neutral ice. Stewart avoids the check, but he does lose the puck, but he almost gets it back. Raiders played around behind their own net, 1:17 to go. The Caroms out to neutral ice. Now number 9, Bumgarner, pushes it in, and the Raiders come away with it. And they will be content to burn more time off the clock, try to get it to LePay, comes to the near side, and there's the goal off the right post, and that's gonna make it 6-3. And that goal comes at 58.9 remaining, and that for sure is gonna ice it. There's some tough feelings out there, and there's your goal scorer for the Raiders. Getting the 6th one of the night is Nate Charlton, the freshman. Comes in and just gets it. Boy, he didn't put it right in the middle of the net though, did he? But he does carve it off, and that brings McElroy out into the nets, and that's gonna send some folks to the exits here. And what a great finish it was, as the Red Knights mounted a great comeback effort, and they've got to build on that positivity there going forward, and I expect they will. The Raiders are a very good team. They're going to go to 4-2 tonight. The Red Knights are going to fall to 1-3, but it's only their 4th game of the year. It's very important now that the Red Knights keep their composure. 30 seconds remaining. Raiders now. Played to the corner, and there's going to be another penalty now, and that's going to come against the Red Knights. I think Went for tripping, as there's Owens along the near board, just getting up slowly. Number 11, Chuck Owens, the junior forward. And there is some yelling and screaming going on out there, as folks are not happy. And now they are going to send a player off the ice. They do that in high school hockey. Number 23 is going to the showers. Peter Geertsen, who had one of the comeback goals, and they're sending him off. So we'll listen to and that's a 5-minute major against Geertsen. Here's the call.
A 5-minute major and a game misconduct for head contact.
What was that, Paul? I didn't hear it. For a head? I heard it's a game misconduct. For head contact, I think is what he said. So I don't know if that means he's out for the next game. It might be. I know why I left the ice with the 5-minute major, but it's interesting that the 10-minute misconduct didn't mean the exits for number, who was that? Standing over there. He has not sat down in that penalty box. 8 seconds remaining. And it's against the boards, and that's gonna bring the final buzzer, and there are some feelings and some pushing and shoving, And that could be a game misconduct right there after the whistle. And these two Catholic schools do not like each other, at least not tonight. As we watch to see if there's going to be any activity as we conclude here. No, we're going to put the final scoreboard on the screen there, and there it is. Raiders go to 4-2, Red Knights go to 1-3. Our final score here, 6-3. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with our production at ParkTV 16 Sports, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again